Sitting at my favorite cafe and penning down the chapters of my new book on PCOS, I overheard a conversation of a group of 30-something ladies. Batana, how did you get slim? Diet pe ho kya? I could not help but smile, thinking to myself, there we go again. Meena, the one to whom the question was directed, answered, अरे मैंने मेरे फ्रेंड का डाइट फॉलो किया. First 2 months I got good results. और अभी ना my weight is just stuck. कम ही नहीं होता है. Being a professor at a nutrition college in my earlier days, I could not miss an opportunity to give a reasoning for that. So I walked to them and introduced myself, and the conversation started flowing. Meena asked, so tell me, I'm following the same diet and workouts, but my weight is kind of stuck and it's not budging at all. Meena, I said, checking your weight on the scale is not just a factor to determine your success. You need to make sure that you are checking your weight loss progress with the help of a body composition scale. This scale gives us an idea about the weight, body fat, muscle mass, body water, visceral fat, etc. So, if you do not see a weight loss on the scale, it might be because that there is an increase in the muscle mass and body water, which is good. Plus, there might be a decrease in the body fat. Now, this is desirable. You might not see a change in the weight, but there could be change in inches. That is how you notice that the clothes that you wear are fitting better. Meena was ecstatic. Oh yeah, of course. I can fit into my old denim better now, which I had kept in my cupboard. This dilemma is faced by many clients visiting my clinic. Our bodies are very complex, and just a simple calorie in versus calorie out does not help to get the results. You must work with the body, nurture it, assure it that it is being fed well, even if you're trying to lose weight. Let us look at 5 common mistakes that might be slowing your weight loss. Hi, I'm Avanti Deshpande, clinical nutritionist, author, speaker, entrepreneur, and a fit mom. Welcome to my podcast, Eat Smart with Avanti, reconnecting you back to the Indian roots. Reason 1. Eating lesser calories. Very low calorie diets, also known as VLCD, which are approximately 800 to 1000 kilocalorie per day, could be hazardous and if not followed under expert supervision. They need to be ideally followed only for a short duration of time as they are nutrient deficient. Mrs. Patwardhan, 42-year-old woman, came for a diet advice for extreme hair fall and dry and frizzy hair. After the entire day's food intake was calculated and added up for calories and the protein, she was consuming approximately only 1000 kilocalories and about 25 grams of protein. This was way below the threshold, and imagine, she had been depriving herself of these nutrients for so many years, meaning she would have been deficient in important nutrients associated with protein deficiency like iron, B12, folate, and many other important minerals like calcium, phosphorus, and many more. Once there is a deficiency of these nutrients, the digestion and utilization of the other nutrients is affected, which leads to accumulation of toxins in the body that hampers weight loss. Very interesting research done in famine survivors showed that they have a higher fat percentage even if the weight was on the lower side. Whenever we do not provide nourishment to the body, it goes into a state of shock. This is a survival mechanism where the metabolism slows down, there is water retention, and more fat storage. Along with this, the muscle mass also drops. The equation is simple. Higher the muscle mass, higher will be the fat burning. So don't just focus on calories. Instead, focus on changing the food groups. And here's how it can be done. Protein-rich foods like egg, chicken, tofu, curd, paneer, dals on the higher side, followed by good fats like ghee, cold-pressed oil, nuts and seeds. and moderate proportion of complex carbs like chapati, rice, and millets. Along with this, make sure you're having 5 servings of fruits and vegetables in the day. Let us take a look at the second reason, which is hidden calories. While I was studying nutrition, we had food science as a subject. In this, we were taught that fats in food are of 2 forms. One is visible fat and the other one is the invisible fat. Simple terms में समझाती हूँ. Visible fat वो है जिसे हम देख सकते हैं, like cooking oil, ghee, butter, malai on milk, oil which is floating on the rich gravies and oily sabzis. Or invisible fat is the one we cannot see with the naked eye. Any guesses? That's right. In high-fat foods like nuts, red meat, buffalo milk, curd which is prepared out of buffalo milk, malai paneer, eggs, chicken, etc. So for instance, if you're having a high-protein diet by consuming malai paneer in place of low-fat cow milk paneer, it's a disaster and you might not realize it. A lot of packed foods in the market like high-fiber biscuits, sugar-free yogurt are higher in fat than the counterparts and you end up consuming it considering that it is healthy. The health food industry is a multi-million one. And since people are attracted towards the words like low fat, low sugar, low salt, you'll find so many options in the market. Now let's take an example. You pick up a packet of chips from the shelf in the market which has low fat written in big bold letters on the front of the pack. You end up having the full pack of chips. Now even if it is less on fat, it has fat to some extent. So in place of 20 grams of fat, you might end up having 15 grams of fat, but it is still fat, right? This is extra calories. Now, would it not be better to consume a known devil than an unknown one? Meaning, what if you eat about 4 to 5 normal chips in place of having a packet full of low-fat chips? So just remember, moderation is the key to success. Reason 3. Wrong food combinations. Nowadays, when I scroll Instagram, all I notice is the suggestions for having smoothie for breakfast or having different flavors and style of overnight oats. Now, I'm not against it at all. What goes in the smoothie or the overnight oats is a matter of concern though. If the smoothie is prepared by adding only fruits, then it will in fact spike sugar because it has only carbs and fiber, but the protein and the good fats are missing. So even if you want to have smoothies as an on-the-go breakfast choice in the morning, combine it with nut milk or regular milk or even yogurt and seeds like pumpkin, chia, etc. Naveen was so upset when he first came to my clinic. He says, I am so diligent with the diet, eating only home-cooked meals, no junk, just having roti and sabzi for lunch and dinner. But I'm still not losing weight. Now, this is the biggest mistake when you're trying to lose weight is omitting the food groups. Yaad hai na? The first point which we discussed about including all the food groups. Now here, if he's just having roti and sabzi, first he's missing the fiber from salads and proteins from dals or curd. Secondly, to fill up your tummy, you're going to end up having more chapatis. So in place of roti and sabzi, we changed the pattern of eating for Naveen. A katori of salad, 1 katori dal and 1 katori sabzi, 1 glass of buttermilk, and then 2 chapatis smeared with half a teaspoon of ghee in place of 4 which he was having earlier. And here's the good news. Naveen lost 5 kgs in a month's time just by changing this pattern. Here's reason number 4. Not burning enough calories. I must confess one thing. I'm not all that tech savvy, but I'm totally sold out on smartwatches. Mrs. Sheila 52-year-old retired bank employee was following the diet plan perfectly and exercising every day. That is walking for about 30 minutes. After 1 month too, her weight loss was very slow. So we started backtracking her diet by taking a diet recall and counting the calories burned with the help of a smartwatch. The calorie burn were far less than expected as she was walking too slow. Soon we timed her walks and its pace, and soon the plateaued weight started moving down. Many a times, our body gets used to a particular form of workout and we need to tweak it a bit. Like, if you're walking at a particular pace, increase this pace and finally start slow jogging and improve on that. If you are doing only weights and not noticing a change in the physique, add circuit training to it or introduce days of cardio workout. Sometimes, over-exercising will also cause inflammation and hamper weight loss, so ensure that you have proper rest days planned in between the workouts. Working out every day is not necessary, but ensure that the workouts are quality ones. Now let's look at reason number 5, which is setting unrealistic goals. Deepa lost 5 kgs of weight in a month's time. Fantastic results, right? But she was totally unhappy and sad. Why, Deepa? This is just fantastic. Why are you so sad? I spoke. No, Avanti. I wanted to lose 10 kgs. This is not enough for me. Deepa has set such high standard for herself, which is just impossible to achieve, and then she'll be demotivated. There are 2 implications. Because she is demotivated, there are higher chances that she is not going to comply to the diet henceforth, as she feels that this is not working for her. Secondly, she is creating a mental block triggering negative emotions, which is going to create a cascading effect on the body, affecting hormones, enzymes, etc. And now the weight loss will not happen as expected. I make it a point at my clinic to discuss the health goal with the client and then come to a common decision as to what should be the realistic goal. Then we split the bigger ones into smaller goals, which are for 15 days or so, and every time a goal is achieved, we celebrate it. Set goals which you can achieve over a period of time. And don't keep short-term goals, as you will lose interest once you achieve this goal, and then the weight will bounce back. Let's look at nutrition for making a positive lifestyle change. I hope you liked today's episode. This was featured in Times of India also. Do write into us at avantideshpande.com if you have any more queries. Do not forget to follow this podcast, Eat Smart with Avanti, for more interesting topics on health and nutrition. Have you subscribed to my YouTube channel yet? Nutritionist Avanti Deshpande. Please subscribe if you have not done it yet. और क्विक हेल्थ टिप्स एंड रेसिपीज के लिए मेरा इंस्टाग्राम हैंडल nutritionist.avanti फॉलो करना. Stay tuned up to next week. New podcast coming up every Monday.